After a successful Gameweek 32, now it's time to pinpoint some Gameweek 33 transfer targets. We're going to go and look at players who are having a favorable fixture in Gameweek 33 and most probably doubling up in 34, as this will be the goal of the next 2 weeks to prepare for 34. I know it's a game that you need to prepare week in and week 4, but in my opinion, 2 weeks to prepare for a certain week with a double up, it's a good period. So today we're going to focus on improving the squads with specific picks, maybe some differentials here and there. We'll talk about a little bit of everything. So buckle up and we are good to go. If you enjoyed this type of content and want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like the video, to comment down if you have any questions. And now let's look at some fixtures and at some players. Let's look at Game Week 34, as this will be the game week where we focus on the double ups. I know United faced Sheffield. I know that Burnley are against Sheffield again, like a double up for Sheffield. So Sheffield are facing Burnley, Burnley are facing Sheffield. There's an Everton game week against Forest and against Everton, so maybe a cheeky pick there. There are some fixtures between City and Brighton, between Newcastle and Crystal Palace, but all in all, I believe the double ups are more important, as you get an extra week to get a double up points. Now, the most important teams for the double are Liverpool and Arsenal. I believe if you have at least 2 players from both of those sides, you will be alright. I don't feel like investing in defense for Liverpool, but let's take a look at how the defensive options look from both of the sides, and let's consider some of them. We're going to start with Arsenal, and it's a pretty easy choice. We go to an Arsenal team, and here we're going to see the goalkeeper. It's David Raya. Like, they won look how many games, and he got returns in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those games. He got returns, which is an amazing return. Basically, that's a hell of a streak. The issue for him is that he is hardly getting bonus points, as he's not facing any shots. He got 3 bonus for the whole season. And where is the bonus for him? Okay, against Everton he got 2 bonus, and then against Crystal Palace. So I do not feel like if you get Raya, you're getting bonus points. It's more likely you will get bonus points getting some of their defenders. I believe the first 3 guys, White, Saliba and Gabriel, the 3 of them are nailed as it gets, and they won't be rotated. Maybe there is a slight risk with Ben White, as Tomiyasu is back into the frame, especially for the first game after facing Bayern Munich. The first game against Wolves can be a game where they rotate a little bit, but we have to see how that goes. So Ben White in defense, he has been performing amazingly well. He is okay with bonus. He's with 11 bonus points. He has scored 2 goals, made 5 assists, which is amazing, and 2 of those goals and 2 of those assists came after the winter break, so he is in a kind of good form. He got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 returns again from 11 games, which is from 11 games exactly. So Ben White is a good option, and I would recommend him to you, especially if you have that money. I would choose him instead of Saliba. I know that this may sound a mistake, but he gets more in the attacking third. Saliba is 2 goals and 1 assist, so he has 4 assists more than him, and basically he plays the same minutes. The only thing that is a worry, as I mentioned, is maybe Tomiyasu can get some minutes, as Tomiyasu is great as well. But Saliba has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, only 7 returns compared to the 8, but it's basically the same. And now the best option in my opinion is Gabriel. He has been performing terrifically well, 3 goals and 1 assist. For him, he is a bonus point merchant at some point, even though he may not get some. I believe Saliba is a better bonus point merchant, but he is a better attacking threat. He scored a goal against Palace and made an assist. This was an assist to an own goal, so it was almost a second goal. He scored a goal against West Ham, so now I believe after those blanks, he is about to score exactly in the double up or in 33, so you should be getting him. He has 1, He scored an own goal here. That was a shame. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 returns as well. So the only issue was that he scored an own goal against Liverpool. It was a little bit of unlucky rebound, but after that he rebounded with 12 points. They're keeping clean sheets. They're very attacking. So I believe every of those three defenders are good options. For the price point, maybe you should go for Gabriel, but Saliba and White can work. You can get two of their defenders, and I would prefer them next to David Raya. Zinchenko, Kivior, Tomiyasu, they're all good defenders, but I don't see them as great options at the moment, as the other three are way more nailed and way more returning. Zinchenko has been performing okayish, but he has some injury issues, some just not for me. Going to the Liverpool defenders, we have some things to consider here. So first, Alisson Becker is expected on the 21st of April, which is exactly for game week 34. So maybe we'll get a Liverpool keeper playing there. We have to see. Kelleher, if Alisson is out, is maybe the best goalkeeper option, as he makes saves, as he gets some good chances against him, and he can show his goalkeeper's potential. I know he made a mistake against United being two-way out, but I believe that it wasn't such a big mistake, as Liverpool were controlling the ball, and if Kwanzaa has just passed the ball to him, he would have been in an ideal position. But nonetheless, Kelleher is a good option, at least in my opinion. Going into the rest of the defense, Virgil is the only nailed player that I can say that he is going to play the next three fixtures. If you're wanting to invest a Liverpool defender, that is your guy in my opinion. He hasn't been scoring a lot of goals this season, but he already has two. He has 2 assists, and the most recent goal was against Luton. He is not too good on the bonus this season. He has been slacking a little bit, so I may be content with investing in Virgil as a whole. The only other guy that I might consider is Conor Bradley, even though he has already scored 2 own goals this season. Oh no, it's 1, but he scored... Oh, in Europe he scored on an own goal. Yeah, that's what I'm mistaking, but nonetheless, he has good potential. He's getting bonus points without returns, and with the conceding a goal, he gets another 2 bonus points here. If Trent is not fit by any chance, you will have to get him for the double up, at least in my opinion. But for now, wait, he is not a probable game week 33 option, but mostly a game week 34 wait and see. If Trent is back, we don't know how long he will be playing or for which game, so I wouldn't recommend investing in any of the Liverpool defenders right now. Maybe wait for 34, but for 33, Arsenal defenders are way more efficient in my opinion. Looking at the 33 fixtures, we have Sheffield against Brentford, so maybe Sheffield players will be interesting for someone, but not for me. Wolves against Forest, if you want to get someone from Wolves, maybe Dawson is a great option. Semedo is a good option. Bueno, now that Ait Nouri is out, is a great option as well. Crystal Palace face Liverpool, so I wouldn't go there. Everton against Chelsea, I believe for 33, it's a no reason to go there. City do not have a double in 34, and their defense is a little bit tricky at the moment, so I'm not going to recommend anyone from City in defense. Bournemouth defenders, even though they face United, who have not been in a good form, it's still Manchester United, and they can surprise basically anyone anytime, so I wouldn't go there as well. So yeah, that's basically it. If you get a defender this week, I would recommend that be an Arsenal player. Gabriel, Saliba or Ben White, you should own at least one of those players. If you can afford a second one, even better. Now moving into the attacking positions, now we can go and recommend some players from different sides. Going into midfield, I would recommend exactly 3 midfielders from Arsenal. This is going to be Bukayo Saka. He's the main man from their side. He is explosive. He is on most of the penalties, he's on most of the set pieces, and he has been incredibly attacking. We have to see how he performs against Bayern Munich, and we have to see how he will handle the pressure of playing like 2 important games each week. So Wednesday, Sunday, Wednesday, Sunday, Wednesday, Sunday is going to be a tough period for him. But nonetheless, they need him to perform, and I believe he is going to have a pretty good run of next 3 fixtures, being Aston Villa, Wolves and Chelsea. Speaking about a nailed player in the Arsenal squad, that's Odegaard. He's their captain, and for basically the same price, you get the nailed captain. The issue here is that he gives away most of the penalties, and for the same price, not having a penalty in your Arsenal may seem a little bit tricky. That's where another player appears, and that is Kai Havertz. I believe that Kai Havertz can cover, let's say, a lot of the chances for Saka and Odegaard. He's nailed. He's getting into the squad ahead of Jesus, ahead of Nketiah, ahead of Martinelli, ahead of Trossard. If you need Havertz, he's either going to play in midfield or as a shallow striker, and he has been performing amazingly well. He has returned in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the last 7 games, and he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 returns in that period, which is an amazing feat for an attacker. Like, if you are hurt in 10 returns in 8 games, you are going right in, and the only game where he didn't return was against City, and they finished 0-0, so that he hasn't gotten a 2-pointer or less since the Forest game, which is an amazing feat. So yeah, if you want a cheaper Arsenal midfielder who is going to get you points, I believe that Havertz is the right guy, and I would most probably buy him unless, hear me out, we go to Liverpool. This guy returns. If Diogo Jota is confirmed back for Gameweek 34, I'm immediately getting Diogo Jota. In my opinion, he has been so underrated this season, and when he was in form, look at that feat of return: a goal, 2 assists, 2 goals, 1 assist, a goal, a blank, okay, but a goal, assist. That was in how many games? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but he played the duration of basically 5.5, and he got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 returns in 5.5 games. He has been a terrific performer. Even before the injury, he scored 2 goals. He scored against West Ham, he assisted against Newcastle, he scored and assisted against Bournemouth. 9 goals and 6 assists in basically 1000 minutes. That's an amazing feat. I like him and his performance a lot. He has started only 13 games and he has 15 returns. That means that he has been giving a lot from the bench and performing way better than expected. So if he is fit, I'm immediately going for him. Liverpool need goals, and who better to get them from than Diogo Jota? He's going to be my differential if everything goes according to plan. If not, I would highly consider getting Luis Diaz. He's not my favorite player in the world, but he gets some goals in. If I have to be honest, I feel like if Liverpool do not win the league, he's going to have a big impact on that. He missed a very, very big chance against Manchester City and the same against Manchester United. So yeah, I'm a little bit pissed at him. He has been getting some returns here and there, like goal, assist, goal, 2 blanks, okay, but then goal, assist, goal, assist, goal, and assist. So since game week 22, he has blanked only in 2 fixtures, which has been an amazing feat from 9 to 10 games. So he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah, exactly 10 games, and he has returned 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. So basically he has returned 9 in 10, which is okay-ish. And he is in a similar price range to Kai Havertz, so basically it's a 50-50 between them. McAllister is a great shout out, but without penalties, I don't feel like I should be investing in him. Szoboszlai just doesn't have the killer instinct that I want in my midfielder, but for sure I will be looking at Diogo Jota and Havertz, and I'm going to select at least one of them. I hope that Diogo Jota is the guy, but let's see. Maybe I will go for what was his name? Both of them instead of Eze. Like, I will sell Douglas Luiz and Son and just get Jota and Havertz and just forget about it and not pick Eze. But if I have to be honest, Eze faces West Ham, Eze faces Newcastle. Both of those defenses do not scream clean sheets. They're at home. Eze is a great player. The only issue with him right now is that he is getting subbed off pretty early. Like, oh no, okay, so 90, so 63 minutes here. It was in a losing game, so maybe that he isn't going to get subbed off in those 2 fixtures, as they will need the results for sure. They haven't won since a game against Burnley. If I have to be fair, it was an okay game against Burnley, but yeah, last time they won. So did they win against Newcastle? No, they lost. And did they win against West Ham? No, they drew. So yeah, let's see if they are going to get a win. But I would highly recommend Eze, maybe for 34 more. But if you have to act right now and get a player that just put on the bench and wait and see, I believe that Eze is a great option for that. Looking at the rest of the fixtures and the rest of the sides with the double up, Wolves midfielders, Everton midfielders, Sheffield midfielders, and Bournemouth midfielders, I just don't feel like getting any of them. City midfielders are always a treasure to go and take a look at and buy someone. But right now, with that Champions League fixture against Real Madrid, I wouldn't invest just about in City players. And Chelsea, if you don't own Cole Palmer, just please get him. I know that it's a cliche or something like that, but the exactly 45% own him of the game, and I believe those are all active players. If you're still active player and you do not own Cole Palmer, please get him. He will save you a lot of worries. Now we're getting into the strikers position. There is a striker from Newcastle that I want to mention. I forgot to mention Gordon, but I believe that Isaac needs a little bit more praise. He has only 20 starts and he has 16 returns. This guy is amazing. He has been scoring almost every game since he came back from injury. Like, he has 2, 5, 6 returns in 5 games, which is an amazing feat, and you bite someone's hand off if you get such a return. Crystal Palace, then Sheffield. Yeah, I know it's Spurs, but Spurs are conceding. Crystal and Sheffield, amazing sides to face. Then we get to the double ups, and I'm immediately giving a shout out to Dominic Solanke. I know he hasn't been performing as he was doing here, but still, 2 goals in the last 4 games. It's an okay return. Those were home fixtures, I have to say, and the next fixture is against Manchester United at home. The only issue is that Aston Villa and Wolves are away fixtures, and he may not get the result you want from him, but yeah, he can score a penalty, he can do a lot of damage to any team, so I would personally recommend you get Solanke. As you can see, I own him already. While we are on players that I do already own, Cunha, I hope he starts playing right now from the start. This player has been amazing before the injury, and I believe he returns to that form of fixture. Assist, go, go, assist, go, assist, go, assist, 3 goals. Like, please, I need those kind of returns, and he has the same returns as Diogo Jota basically, but in far more games. Nonetheless, I believe that Mateus Cunha can return pretty good points, and at the price point of 5.5 he is going to be an amazing asset to your side if he starts returning. Now getting into the more interesting players, going for Liverpool. Darwin is a great option. He is a little bit ahead of enemies. He gets goals, he gets assists, he gets everything. Like, he has 11 goals and 11 assists, so he has been with 22 returns in the fantasy world. That's an amazing feat, but this is from 20 starts, to be honest, so he has been benched a lot, and there is a slight chance he gets benched against one of Fulham or Everton, but I believe that Liverpool will need to win both of those fixtures, and basically 3 of those, and they will prefer those fixtures rather than the fixture against Atalanta, so we can have a player as Darwin Núñez starting both of the 3 of the games. So he is a great shout out for a transfer target in Gameweek 33. From Arsenal, I don't want to showcase anyone basically. I don't feel like they have a proper striker that you should be investing, and I would most probably focus more on the midfield, and I would recommend investing in a 5th midfielder if you are looking to buy an Arsenal attacker rather than getting a attacker from their side. So yeah, that's all good there. Haaland, it's always a recommendation to have him. If you do not have him right now, maybe it's not the ideal time to get him, but for 35 you need him, but for 33 let's have it. So if you want to get at least one defender from Arsenal, this is a good option. If you want to get a Liverpool midfielder, in my opinion, wait. If you do not own Salah, go for either Luis Diaz or wait for Diogo Jota. And if you want an Arsenal midfielder and you still want to own a second one, you can get Havertz. He has been passing the eye test and he has been delivering a pretty good goal scoring ratio this season, and he has been pretty detrimental for their success. If you do not own Palmer, please get him. Spurs, I would not recommend buying players for 33 if you don't own any, as they will blank in 34. United, I don't feel like investing in United without a double up. It's worth it. I know that this Bournemouth and Sheffield, those are two fixtures that they can win, but I believe there are some better points to be picked up. And yeah, that is my advice for now. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, subscribe to the channel. 700 subscribers, it's so close, I can feel it in my hands, and we can achieve that as a community. So please do, if you haven't followed me already, like the video, comment something. But for now guys, I'll be heading out. Bye.